What is going on, my friends? I was deep down in the rabbit hole and I was looking for something for the twirlers out there and I found it. So today we're taking a look at the Cineon Go Bigger fidget, and this thing is absolutely incredible. If you are a twirler, this is gonna really pique your interest. You guys ready? Let's go! All right, before we get into it, full disclosure, Meta EDC sent this over in exchange for a full unbiased review. And they happen to send over a discount code of Rabbit Hole EDC. And if you use that discount code, you can get 10% off your purchase of anything on the website. And they have a massive selection. So make sure you go check them out, show some support over there. Now, I don't usually show the unboxings, and it's not really an unboxing per se, but I did want to point this out because this could be something you could easily overlook. So we do have the Go Bigger here. We'll put that to the side for a second. But when you see this package here, it's super light. You feel like there's nothing in there. And this particular foam piece is very difficult to kind of get out of this package. But as you do kind of pry this bad boy out, there is some accessories down below. So don't forget that. And this is another section to put for your ring placement here. So if you have smaller or bigger rings, you can test this out and see which one fits better. And then it's also got a tool over here to help you take that piece out. A couple extra little springs and another little tool here. So make sure you don't forget that portion of it. All right, get that out of here. All right, taking a look at the design. Now this is the Go Bigger by Cineon, and this is in stainless steel and Ultem. I love the accent of the Ultem with the stainless steel. It just looks so good, so clean, absolutely beautiful. To me, it looks like a futuristic plasma little pistol type thing. It's just so gorgeous. They did such a good job on this. And I'll get into the ergonomics of this in a second and why it's so good, but they also come in a like dark gray stonewashed in like a goldish color, which I will put on the screen right now so you can check that out. So it does have multiple different flavors, so if something piques your interest, there's a lot of different options out there. But getting back to this version right here, I love the PEI accents here. Now, when you put your finger in here, and it twirls around your finger, it gives you such a pleasant sound. I'm gonna be quiet for a second, I'm gonna let you hear this. So if you are a twirler and you like that ratchet kind of sound, just that portion alone is gonna be awesome. I think you're gonna really, really love it. Now moving over to the bottom piece, or I'll say the barrel piece of the Go Bigger here, you have kind of like what's considered to me like a shield here, right? But the shield portion can be moved to either side with your finger, right? But this is cleverly designed for a reason. So you see the shield right here. It goes into the fat of your finger so you can twirl the barrel. Right? Now I'm gonna be quiet for a second too because I know a lot of people out there that fidget love sounds of fidget, and this particular one right here is so unique. It's got like 3 different sounds in one. See if you can draw that sound out for yourself. It's got like a spin, ratchet, ping combo all in one. It's got that tiny little ping right at the end and then a bunch of ratchet in there. It's such a satisfying sound and feeling on this too because it's more of a ratchet, so you can feel it almost vibrate in your hand just a tiny little bit. Now, when we're talking about the ergos here, and this is what I wanted to get back to, you see how it indents down here a little bit? Well, your finger, the fat of your middle finger, just sits in there perfectly, and then your finger comes down here on the end. So when you have it just like this, like a pistol, pew, 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 You're just spinning this bad boy and it feels perfect. Nothing is blocking it. You can just do this all day long. Now you can go into an even more advanced kind of, and this is where I was kind of talking like skill toy kind of stuff, where you can go ratchet around, spin. Go around, spin. And you can do it the opposite direction, spin. And it's a little bit harder on camera, obviously, because I'm doing this and I got this camera in my face. But that's kind of the premise behind the Go Bigger, is that you're spinning, and then you're spinning this portion too. Or I should say twirl, and then spin. Twirl, spin. Now you can take this shield and go over to the other side. So if you are doing it with your right hand, it's still covering the fat of your finger on your right hand too. So you get the same type of feeling. So it doesn't matter if you're a lefty or a righty, this is gonna be awesome. So I've been using this for a couple of weeks now. And when I first got it, I wasn't quite sure if I was gonna like it or not, and since I'm giving it a full unbiased review, well, I dedicated a lot of time to it just to make sure that so I can relate at least what I think about it. Now, just because I love a fidget or I like a fidget or I don't like a fidget doesn't mean you're gonna agree with me. And that's the cool thing about the fidget world out there, is there's so many fidgets for different types of fidgeters. But I think this is going to really, really appeal to someone that loves to twirl on their finger. So if you like twirling your keys or a piece of string or whatever you're twirling around your fingers, you are going to absolutely love this. It has a heavy premium feel to it, a great grip in the Ultem in this piece, the ratchet sounds, the spinning. It's really, really well designed. And what's interesting here too is that it ratchets when this portion of the barrel is closed, but as soon as you open the barrel like this, now it's a free spinner. This thing will spin for minutes on itself, and it makes no noise at that portion. So let me see if I can get it up to the camera a little bit closer there. So we're just spinning that bad boy, making almost no sound whatsoever, so it's a free spinner. So if you like that kind of thing right there, it's nice. So you get a couple options on that spinning portion, and as soon as you put it back, it goes in the ratchet mode. Very cool fidget. The only thing I think that I'm not particularly keen on is this shield portion right here, right? And it's almost like it's got a 5-click mechanism on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's not exactly easy to maneuver with your thumb here. You gotta get a really good grip with the fat of your thumb to move it. And then over here, you gotta reposition your fingers. So I wish they would have done this a little bit differently. I'm not sure how they could improve it, but it's a little bit janky in terms of maneuvering it. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit smoother to move this portion. But overall, as you're using it, and you have it over to the side, it doesn't matter, honestly. But that's really, in terms of design-wise, that's the only thing I could think of that I could see them improving on. But I absolutely fell in love with, with this fidget. I didn't really think I was gonna love it. I really didn't. And I was like, how am I gonna talk about this thing when I don't love it? Well, I just have to be honest about it. And that's the thing. Over time, it grew on me. I just keep it on my desk, and it just, I'm using it more and more and more and more and more and more, and I didn't even realize that I liked twirling. I'm usually like a clicker guy. Like I like sliders and clicking and popping. But interestingly enough, as I was reviewing this, I fell in love with it. I really did. And it's just, it's one of those things where you don't know it until you try it. And I got to give props to Cine and Go Bigger here. They did a fantastic design. It's futuristic. It's clean. So clean. I absolutely love the design. And it's just, oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention here too on the end. You see these two little spots here. They have an add-on bead fidget, so you can hold it like this and spin it, wrap it around, spin it again, pop and click and spin and ratchet. So you got all kinds of things going on here. So if you're into ratchets, twirling, spinning, popping, clanking, this is a terrific terrific fidget. I didn't realize that I was gonna love it this much. I gotta say, I know I said that a few times, but you know, that is my overall opinions. Quick look. I didn't want to make it too long, but it's an absolutely stunningly beautiful fidget that has a lot of functionality, and I would highly recommend this to anyone that likes to twirl things on their finger. Go give it a check, give it a look at metaedc.com, and don't forget that discount code so you can get 10% off at Rabbit Hole EDC. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'm out.